Yeah, no,
The
no.
fuck? Nah. I was thinking something more like taking a really hot shower or like
Getting whipped. No.
Yo, George, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to make a video. And
Sorry,
shit.
my fault, pimp. My fault.
Yeah, alright. Or what about when you like
Getting slapped in the face. Bro, shut the fuck. Hey, yo.
There's a lot of things in life that I don't really understand, but if there's one thing I can truly comprehend, it's being grounded. Because in my time, I've served a total of 547 days and 16 hours in the slammer. And through a year and a half of extensive first-hand research, I've come to the professional conclusion that getting grounded is straight ass, bro. You're locked in your room with no phone, no computer. Like, what do you want me to do? Think about my actions? Hell nah. Being grounded had a young me doing the stupidest shit ever, bro. Like, I was popping handstands, hitting my head against the wall, playing with the door stopper thingy. Shit, I got so bored, I even read a few pages of a book like an absolute nerd. And now that I think about it, Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth was actually a spectacular read. Now listen, there's only one thing worse than being grounded, and that's being falsely imprisoned for life. Well, and now that I think about it, there's a lot of things worse than being grounded, but one of which is being grounded during summer, bro. There's something about being able to hear all the happy children, the ice cream trucks, your homies having fun, the host throwing rocks at your window, asking you to come outside, or you just cry yourself to sleep because there never was any host throwing rocks at your window asking you to come outside. It's just you, your Percy Jackson books, some used toilet paper, and the existential thoughts in your head, questioning if it's even worth it. And listen, I'm sure everyone can pick up on the fact that I'm a really intelligent dude. Smart all around, really, but trust me when I say I wasn't always this smart, bro. In fact, in kindergarten, my dumbass fully believed with my whole heart that being grounded meant your parents would just dig a decent-sized hole in your backyard, toss you in, and bury you alive for the time being. And so I'm sure you could imagine my surprise when my OG friend of 5 days said, "Yeah, I got grounded for 2 whole weeks." Holy fucking shit balls, dude, are you okay? No, it's really hard. I didn't get to touch any of my toys or anything. Damn, how long ago was that, man? Oh, I'm still grounded. No, you're not. Yeah, dude, I'm grounded right now. No, the fuck you're not. And I wouldn't truly find out what being grounded was until 7 years later. Grade 7. It was a beautiful sunny summer day at approximately 11 a.m. And me and the boys were freely roaming our city. Little did I know, I was free for long. And as the boys and I roamed the city looking for a move, one of Bob's girls called him up and said, "Okay, so my friend Becky's in Hawaii for a few days with her family, and she said I could bring you over." And just like that, Bob wrapped it up and slammed some cheese. But the boy Bob was never one to leave the homies behind. So not only did he convince his girl to let him come, but he went above and beyond. He got his girl to bring some of her friends over too, and now we're hyped because we had now located the move, and quite a marvelous move if I do say so myself. Now keep in mind, all of us knew Becky and had been to Becky's house many times before, but Becky was all the way in Hawaii, so she had no clue about the marvelous move about to take place at her own crib. But regardless, me and the homies walked into Becky's crib, and they low-key got a little get-together in the works. I see Bob's girl, I see Bob's girl's friend, and then I see a mutual friend of mine named Dennis, and he got his girl. Now a little backstory about Dennis. Dennis was 2 years older than me, making him in high school. And to be fair, from grade 7 to high school was a colossal difference. Dennis was taller, had a more developed frame, and Dennis even had some facial hair in progress. The amount of facial hair that put my peach fuzz to shame. To put it quite simply, Dennis was a menace. But regardless, that's my homie's homie, so I walked up and dapped him up. And then everyone heads over to Becky's room. Now keep in mind, Becky had simply invited Bob and Bob's girl to come over, and somehow we ended up being 8 people deep in that joint. So that means technically the other 6 of us were straight trespassing. So we were all chilling in Becky's room, chopping it up for a good hour and a half until eventually people start exploring her house. Now in Becky's room it was just me, Bob, Bob's girl, and Bob's girl's friend, Lily. So we're all just talking until I hear someone yell from the room down the hall.
Yo, Chase, get here right now.
And I don't know exactly what I was expecting to see as I walked into that bathroom, but it was absolutely not seeing Dennis drop a condom filled with water on Billy's head. And of course I laughed because that's comedy gold right there. But it also made me realize maybe we shouldn't be here dropping condoms on each other's heads. But who was I to tell Dennis what to do? He had facial hair, so he was practically a grown man to my standards. So I just turned around, went